What's up everybody and welcome back to Danny Sylvan Vlog, specifically Fine Details by Danny Sylvan, this playlist right here on this channel. As you can see from the title of this video, I will be going through how 2 file folders, just 2 of them things, can help you organize your entire life, and that's specifically in regards to any hard documents that you might have in your possession that you might want to keep in a specific place to keep yourself and your life organized. When I say hard copy documents, I specifically am referring to things like tax receipts, tax returns, insurance policies, pay stubs perhaps, resumes, bank statements, maybe student loan statements. Anything essentially where you are putting your signature on it, you'll want to keep a hard copy of that. And I'll get into why in the video, but before we even get started, do be sure to like, comment, and most definitely subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to share any of the content on here, on this playlist, or just generally on Danny Sylvan Vlog. Without further ado, y'all, let's get started. Now, I'm no fool, okay? I do understand that most things, whether it's any policies or statements or anything like that, they come electronically. You can easily save them as a PDF file, store them on a folder in your computer, and then you're good to go. You have that all set up and that's organized. I do suggest that you do that 100% because having electronic copies for these things is great. If it's an option, take it. However, I think it's equally as important to keep hard copies of these important documents, especially if they have your signature on it. Electronics and digital copies of things sometimes tend to get lost in the realm of digital space. I don't even know what I'm saying, but y'all know what I'm saying. They can get lost. Sometimes they get deleted, sometimes they get misplaced and you just can't find them. You're trying to search everything.
I swear I named this on the computer, like, where is it?
You're trying to search it, you can't find it. That's why it's very important to have those copies, especially if it's something like a contract or, like I said, those statements or anything that you would have used your signature on, because you can just easily pull out one of these file folders, go into the specific section, be like, oh, okay, this was the contract and this is what it outlined. Oh, and there's my signature too. So I know for sure that this is what it is. If someone comes back to you, whether it's someone auditing you or you even want some clarification, it's easy to go back to these folders and easily pull it out. So that's why it's important to have these. Now that I've explained the importance of keeping these hard copies, let's go into how these 2 file folders will genuinely organize your entire life in regards to that. The 2 file folders that I keep to organize my entire life is this one, which usually stores larger documents like policies and statements, and this one, which stores smaller things like perhaps pay stubs and receipt copies. These types of file folders can be found at any given dollar store, and usually within the first pocket of the folder you find one of these. Basically, it is a stickers kind of sheet, and it lets you kind of write down what different categories you want to break your folder up into. When breaking your folder up into different categories, it's up to you essentially how you want it to be broken up. I would highly suggest that you grab these, an actual folder. There we go. Also, I would suggest grabbing a package of these and also a package of these. These tools would definitely help with keeping things separated and organized. Let's talk about this one first. This specific file folder has 12 slots to organize with, but I would suggest if you can get one that's a bit bigger, you can do that. However, 12 is just a great size for me personally. I haven't really had to upgrade it, and it does keep everything pretty secure and tight. Since I was using employment insurance at the early part of 2020, when the pandemic hit. I have a folder for that. I also have a folder for any driver's license information that I've gotten, even if it's a temporary one before you actually get the card in the mail. I like to hold on to that. I've also got a tab for banking. I have a little tab for graphic design, so any graphic design work that I might do and I want to keep a record of kind of in my portfolio, that goes in here as well. That kind of goes under the umbrella of career. By the way, I'm not a graphic designer, but I do some graphic design work. I have even resumes for acting resume, just general resume, and then also reference letters and things like that all in one section. My family and I, we do Secret Santa every year, and to keep it consistent and make sure I have the rules down pat and everything organized, because I'm the one who does it, I do have a Christmas/Secret Santa folder as well. I have an education or school folder, so anything that had to do with the post-secondary institution that I went to goes in that folder. That would also include any student loan documents that I would have. I've got a phone folder, so record of payment would be in there. Also, anything that they really send to me in the mail that's not electronic, I just stuff in this folder. I have a little section for health. As some of you know, I am a diabetic, so things related to that go in there. Also, I have sleep apnea, so anything related to that goes in there as well. And then I leave the very front pocket just for any loose kind of documents that don't really fit into any one of those categories. I kind of just stick it in there, or if it's something that'll be there very temporarily, like a referral for an appointment or something like that, I'll just stick it in there, and then once I'm ready to take it out, whenever that appointment is, I just pull that out and we're good to go. Now moving on to this one here, which I said I keep receipts or pay stubs or smaller documents in. This smaller one, also similar to the larger file folder, has 12 dividers or 12 slots for filing. Generally with these kinds of documents, you want to hold on to them for at least 6 years. I know for sure you want to do that for tax documents, whether it's tax returns, tax receipts. If audits are going to happen, they're generally going to happen within the first 6 years of that year. I keep old pay stubs, things that come in like small envelopes that you don't really need to have like the full document there. I would keep that. Credit card related documents, so whether it's a credit card statement, although you can get e-statements, if anything credit card related is sent to you, you can have a folder or a section of the file folder for that. I also have a little section for coupons. That one, admittedly, I don't use as often because I just don't be getting that much coupons. So yeah, the only thing I would say with that is if you do decide to do a coupon section, check it because I throw them in there and then I'm like,
oh, well, that's expired, that's expired, that's expired too.
And then lastly, if you are a contract worker or are self-employed, as you know, you can write off a lot of different business expenses. So keep any of those receipts for sure. Have a little section in this smaller file folder for those, because that'll be a very helpful for when you do your taxes. You can just pull them out and do all the deductions and you're good to go. That brings us to the end of this video. I will end this video by saying, don't look at this as work. Look at it as something fun to do, a kind of fun, creative activity or exercise that you can do in your life. It'll literally take you at most an hour. It really shouldn't even take that long. Grab these at, like I said, your local dollar store, or even something like a Walmart would have them, and just start going through all of your documents if they're kind of laying around and start separating them. It'll really save you a lot of time in the long run, and I find that, at least for me, my mental health feels a lot better when those larger life documents are sorted out and are divided and organized. Organization is so important for our mental health, so fix your life. Organize your life with those two file folders. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed it, do be sure to give it a like. Also, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, or if you have any other organization tips when it comes to hard copy documents. And also subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. There's so much more to Fine Details than just this channel. I also do have my Instagram at FineDetailsDS, And you can also follow the Facebook page as well. Be sure to engage with me on social media. I totally have a goal of getting to 500 followers, and I don't like to call it followers, but just kind of people whose lives I'm impacting through my quick tips. And that's something that I want to do and achieve before the year ends. So I don't have a lot of time, but I want it to happen. I want to reach as many people as I can with this content. So that's everything. I'm rambling at this point. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again right here on Danny Sylvan Vlog. Bye.